Ghouls and Gals, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Hillary, and if you are a returning subscriber, then you must be a crazy hilly, and welcome back. If you guys feel like supporting the channel, feel free to give me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what we're about to talk about, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I lied. You know when I said it was not it. What's actually it is that I have merch down below. There are masks, there are pants, there are shirts, sweaters, maybe even a hat. I'm not quite sure. I should go check it out. But while I'm going to check it out, maybe you guys should go check it out. So I'm going to leave a link down below if you want to go check out that merch, and let's get right on into the story. Have any of you guys ever wondered why we light a candle and put it in a pumpkin on Halloween night? Well, I kind of wondered that, so I did some research and I found out the story as to why we put a candle in a pumpkin. So I thought I would tell you the story of Stingy Jack. Happy Halloween, everybody. Let's get right on into it. As the story goes, 7 centuries ago in Ireland, there was a drunkard by the name of, who they called Stingy Jack. Jack was known throughout the land as a deceiver and a manipulator. And one fateful night, Satan himself overheard talk of Jack's silver tongue and the fact that he could convince almost anyone to do whatever he wanted. The devil was envious of the rumors that he heard about Jack, so he decided to go for himself and see if Jack was as vile as everyone was saying. Typical of Jack, the night that he met the devil, he was wandering drunk on a cobblestone road in the countryside. While stumbling drunk, Jack came upon a body laying down on the cobblestone path, and when he looked at it, it had a very eerie look on its face. But what Jack thought was a body on the ground wasn't actually a body. It was the devil. And while they stood there looking at each other, Jack realized that this was the end. Satan had finally come to collect his soul. So while they were sitting there, Jack made one last request to Satan. And his request was if he could just drink ale before he was dragged down to hell. Satan, finding no reason to say no, was like, sure. And he took Jack down to a pub and let him drink whatever alcohol he wanted. At the end of this night of drinking, Jack asked Satan if he could pay for the bill, and the devil said yes. So he turned himself into a coin that Jack could use to pay for the bill. But instead of paying, Jack just took the coin that was Satan and put it in his pocket with a crucifix, and the devil couldn't get out of his pocket. While the devil was sitting in Jack's pocket, Jack said, I wanted to make a deal, and he made a deal with Satan to say that you can't collect my soul for 10 years and I'll take you out of my pocket and you can go be the devil again. So he agreed, and he said he won't collect his soul for 10 years, and then when the 10 years are up, he's coming to get him. So 10 years went by, and on the exact date that Jack had struck the deal 10 years earlier, he found himself in the presence of Satan once again. As the devil prepared to drag Jack down to hell, Jack asked for one more thing, and he asked, could he have an apple just to quench his stomach as it was irritated before he got dragged down to the pits. So as the devil climbed up an apple tree to go get Jack an apple, Jack surrounded the base of the apple tree with crucifixes, and the devil couldn't get out of this tree. While the devil was up there, Jack made another deal. If he wanted to get out of the tree, there was only one thing that he could do, and it was, you can't take my soul to Hades. No matter how much you want to, you will not accept my soul into hell. The devil agreed to this, and he removed the crosses, and he was set free. Now, eventually, obviously Jack wasn't a good guy. The drinking finally took a toll on him. You know, he kept hitting that booze and ended up actually dying. So once Jack died, his soul kind of floated on up to heaven, and he was there in front of God, basically asking to get in, and God was like, no, you've been bad, like, you've been a liar, deceiver, whatever, like, you were just not a good dude, so no, you're not getting into heaven. So then Jack made his way down to hell, and he begged the devil to let him in, which, like, I don't know a lot of people that are, like, begging Satan to let them into hell, but he was doing that, and Satan fulfilled the wish that Jack had said to him, he was like, no, sorry, like, we can't accept your soul. I will not accept your soul into hell because that was what you wanted, so no. But because Jack was now cursed to walk the in-between of worlds, he asked, could I at least have some light? So the devil gave him 1 amber from hell, and all that Jack had in his pocket when he died was a single turnip. So he hollowed out a turnip, put the amber from hell inside of it, and that is what he used to guide his way through the in-between. So for eternity, Jack is forced to walk between worlds, not accepted into heaven and not accepted into hell, with only his turnip and his ember lighting his way. So at first in this story, you know, this was an Irish tradition. They would go and they would hollow out rutabagas and turnips and like a bunch of things and put stuff in it, and it's supposed to ward Jack off. And in the early 1800s, a bunch of Irish immigrants came over here to the Americas and Canada, and they brought with them this tradition. And when they got here, they were like, yo, a pumpkin, way easier to hollow out than a turnip. So without even knowing it, that's what we do today. We hollow out a pumpkin, carve a face in it, and put a light inside of it to ward off his spirit from coming to us. And I was talking about this earlier, and I was wondering, how exactly does it ward off a spirit? You would think if that was his light to walk between worlds, would you not attract him by putting like this spirit of this guy that just, you know, made deals with the devil? Would you not attract him with the light on the one day of the year that the veil is the thinnest, by having your house displayed with the light of a pumpkin? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like the story and I think it's neat. And tell me if any of you guys see Stingy Jack this Halloween. Don't forget to feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you guys like the story, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.